end of the day, they got to beat us 4 times, we got to beat them 4 times. So we have a little bit more work to do than them now.
How many teams play big like they do now? I'm just wondering, how does their size and the way they utilize it different from other teams?
It's hard. They've got some big bodies in there. Adams is obviously having a great playoff run. And they bring a guy like Canner off the bench who started pretty much his whole career, and he provides a big punch for them inside. So they have a lot of guys that, even their guards like to get inside. Durant and Westbrook like to post up a lot, so it puts pressure on our D. But we'll hopefully be ready next game for that. No, I just know he's from New Zealand. That's about it. We didn't play against each other or anything like that. No, he's younger than me. I'm 31. He's 22. Is it good for Australia that a New Zealander got drafted? Was that your question? I couldn't really care. He's not from Australia. It's like asking if it's good a Canadian got drafted for America. I mean, Sean Marks is obviously their first New Zealand player, but as far as helping Australia that a New Zealander got drafted, probably not so much.
Steph was saying last night that he kind of likes the challenge, the test of having to face this kind of adversity. Do you agree with this, and how big of a test is it?
It's a huge test for us. I mean, they're a great team. Give them a lot of credit. They were kind of, 3 or 4 years ago, they were kind of like that team that was coming out that was poised to win a championship. So they're not a team that's just there by accident. They beat a very good Spurs team, and they've had a pretty good year. So they've dealt with a lot of injuries in their past as well, and we give them a lot of credit. But at the same time, it's a huge challenge now for us, especially game 2 at home. We've got to get this one, and then going to OKC is as tough as coming to Oracle to play or going to San Antonio. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us.
You fall back on the experience of last season in the playoffs in a time like this?
Yeah, we've been in this position before. Not down 1-0, but down 2-1 with a 4th game on the road. So this is some situation. We'll hopefully get it to 1-1 and go to OKC. But we've been in these situations before. We've dealt with this pressure before, and we have confidence that we can bring this series back.
Is this tougher than a year ago, considering you were playing a beat-up team a year ago and OKC seems really clicking?
Yeah, I mean, they're playing, like I said, they're playing great basketball. So we have to obviously make them feel us out there. And we felt like we did in the first half, and we probably could have had a bigger lead at halftime. But when it was money time, they made some big shots towards that end of that third and the start of that 4th quarter that got them back in the game. And once they got confident, we just couldn't stop it. But we're aware of how good of a team they are and what we need to do to beat them.
What was the film session like today?
Long, yeah. I mean, we just saw some effort plays throughout the stretch. Just some mental mistakes. Our offense wasn't flowing like it usually does. We were kind of stagnant. The coach made an emphasis on making sure that we go back to our ways of playing. But yeah, we'll make a few adjustments going into tomorrow and see how they go.
That was so unlike you guys to kind of resort to like hero ball and stuff. That's not what you guys normally do, right?
Yeah, bogged us down a little bit, but that has won us a lot of games too. Steph's obviously unbelievable in the 4th quarter when it comes to that. But I think we all felt it. Like we didn't have our flow in that second half offensively. We turned the ball over a lot at certain times. Like I said, we just emphasise on moving the ball more and guys making hard cuts will be okay.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
Yeah. Was it injury or slowness of playing that kept you out the second half, or was it something else?
Probably a mix of everything. Yeah. Had a shocking game, and no excuses. Had a bad game. We went small for the majority of the second half. It's one of those things.
Do you expect you guys might need to play bigger given their size?
Yeah, no, there'll be times for it, but that small lineup works if obviously we turn the ball over. So I think that small lineup's obviously usually so good because we look after the ball and we get good shots. So I don't think it was the fact that bigger lineup they kept in there, beat our smaller lineup. I think they did a great job, but I think at the same time, some of the accountability falls on us as well. I think we'll probably match up a little more, play our bench a little more, who knows. But for the most part, I think our small lineup wasn't the turning factor.
Is their rebounding mostly a function of their size, or is there something beyond that?
Great rebounding team. They got big physical bodies. Canada's probably one of the best offensive rebounding bigs in the league. Adams does a great job putting pressure on the rim all the time. Westbrook's probably one of the best rebounding guards for his position. Durant's long, so they keep a lot of balls alive. They get a lot of easy baskets from tip-ins. So they didn't really get a whole lot of offensive boards for tip-ins, but they still won the rebound battle. So that was a concern for us going into this series, and something that we made a staple that we need to at least be competitive in.
Andrew, does this feeling compare to when you guys were down 1-2 to Memphis and Cleveland at all?
A little bit, it feels like it's the end of the world for some people. Everyone thinks the series is over. So we respond pretty well to these situations, and I anticipate us doing that tomorrow.
Did you guys talk to each other in the locker room after the game?
Yeah, a little bit. There was some frustrations, but for the most part, we had a good night's sleep. Came in level-headed today, watched some film, and we'll make some adjustments.
After the game, Steve and Draymond and Steph and Sean, they always talk. They all talk about the turnovers, the fouls, and the rebound. Then, do you guys just realize after the game, or you guys have already realized that during the game?
We realised it. We knew we were turning the ball over a lot. They shot a lot of free throws, I think, in the third quarter. But when we turn the ball over, it hurts a lot of things. Not just the fact that we turn the ball over, but we can't get our defense set because they're, getting easy baskets in transition. So we know if we make those small adjustments, it'll help everything else.
Thank you.
Thanks, Boguts.